Welcome to All Home Care Matters, the show where we discuss all things home care, with discussions on important age-related matters and topics. Brought to you by Enriched Life Home Care Services, the #1 rated home care provider in Michigan by Top Rated Local.
Hello, and welcome back to All Home Care Matters. If this is your first time visiting us here at the show, we want to say thank you for taking time out to be with us today. We appreciate how valuable everyone's time is, and that's why we try and make each episode here at All Home Care Matters something that will hopefully matter to you. Today, we're talking about caregiver burnout and the tools to prevent it. We will be focusing on the family and more specifically, the family members who have stepped up or in some cases been thrust into the role of caring for a family member, expectedly or not. Either way, they are now caring for a family member, and this can add a whole new layer of responsibility, stress, financial sacrifice, personal sacrifice, and emotion into their lives that nothing can really prepare them for. The tools to prevent caregiver burnout is designed to help equip them with just that, the tools to avoid becoming burnt out. Now, we've covered topics before to help family caregivers out, and if you are facing specific issues or are wanting to learn more about caregiver resources, tips, and information, make sure to visit our show page or our website to find more information. And remember, if you have specific topics that you would like to see covered here at All Home Care Matters, you can reach out to the show using our secure form and someone will respond to you. But for now, let's get started. First, what is caregiver burnout? According to the Cleveland Clinic, caregiver burnout is a state of physical, emotional, and mental exhaustion that can occur when caregivers don't get the help that they need, or if they try to do more than they are able to physically or financially. Caregiving is a worthwhile and rewarding experience, but if you are not taking care of yourself while you take care of others, it's not sustainable. In order to do what is best for your loved ones, you have to do what is best for yourself first. A large number of family caregivers, nearly 85%, do not receive any sort of respite care. Many caregivers don't seek respite care due to cost and not knowing who to turn to. Friends and family members make great resources for respite care. They may be able to step in and sit with your loved one while you run a few errands or do something fun for yourself. Adult daycare programs are great for caregivers with full-time jobs, and they often can include medical and therapeutic help as well. Caregiver burnout can lead to unwanted health problems such as depression, fatigue, sleep disorders, and even elder abuse or neglect. It's important to prevent caregiver burnout not only for yourself, but for those you are caring for as well. Severe caregiver burnout can be hard to overcome, which is why we want to give you the tools to prevent caregiver burnout before it even happens. It's important to note that there are two sides to the caregiver relationship. The care receiver is going through many lifestyle changes as well during this time. They may become upset with you and might be angry that they can no longer do things for themselves anymore, but try to not let this bring you down. Now, I know how hard this is, but if you can put aside the hurtful things your loved one may say or do, and try to remember that they love you, it will make caregiving so much easier. And if you're having any difficulties or feelings of sadness, seek out professional help right away. A therapist can be immensely helpful during this time, and when your time as a caregiver ultimately comes to an end, they can help with the grieving process also. Communicating with family and friends about your situation can also be a problem that leads to caregiver burnout. Using a platform like Caring Bridge to post updates on your loved one's situation can relieve some of the pressure of having to keep up with communications. You might also delegate communications about your situation to another family member or friends so that you don't have to shoulder the burden alone. The most important thing you can do to prevent caregiver burnout is to give yourself a break. No matter how small, getting away for a weekend or even an hour can help you come back refreshed and ready to continue caring for your loved one again. If you know someone that has recently become a caregiver, share today's episode with them so that they can start preventing burnout before it even happens. Having the tools and support you need can make caregiving a little more easier. We want to thank you for joining us today on All Home Care Matters. All Home Care Matters is here for you and families to help as they navigate these long-term care issues. We invite you to please visit us at allhomecarematters.com. There's that private, secure, fillable form we were talking about where you can give us feedback, or if you have show ideas, or if you have questions. Every form is read and responded to. And again, please, if you know someone who could benefit from this episode, please share it with them. And remember, you can listen to the show on any of your favorite podcast streaming platforms and watch the show on our YouTube channel. And make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you'll never miss an episode. We look forward to seeing you next time on All Home Care Matters, where we will be welcoming a very special guest, Craig Fowler. Craig is the founder and CEO of JoyGauge, a wonderful resource and tool that's helping families and those suffering from dementia. You won't want to miss this detailed, in-depth discussion on JoyGauge and how it may help you. Thank you so much for being here. We look forward to seeing you next time.
Thank you for joining us today. We look forward to you joining us again on another episode of All Home Care Matters. To learn more about the show and to connect with us, visit us at allhomecarematters.com.